we're trying to make that connection between what people eat and where it comes from, and we're just trying to open up the fields and show them firsthand how we achieve what it is that they put, the food that they put on their plate. So if we can get that connection between growers and consumers again, the British public are very supportive of British farmers, and we want to maintain that link if we can and show them that the produce that we're buying is safe, good for them, and that it's produced with care and pride. We've been harvesting potatoes for 2 weeks and we've got about another 4 weeks to go. The idea is to get all the potatoes out of the ground and in storage or sold before the end of October when the weather changes. It tends to get too cold and too wet. So things are flat out here on the farm now. We've been feeding and watering the crop for the last 6 months. Nature has done its bit for us as well and produced a good crop, and now we have a team of about 14 people trying to get the produce out of the field and into the shed as quickly as we can. So we will look to harvest with each machine approximately 150 tonnes of potatoes a day. That would equate to about 200,000 portions of chips a day, and we look to do that for 6 weeks. The potatoes are planted in April. Depending on the weather, they will take between 2 and 4 weeks to appear above ground, to emerge. And then approximately 2 weeks after that, they will start setting the potatoes that we will harvest 6 months later. Throughout its growth, obviously it needs to produce a top, a canopy that we call it, that hopefully is a deep lush green, sign of healthy. It will go through the natural stages of plant growth, so it will flower, it will be attracting the bees, doing its thing, and then come September, October, the plants mature, the tops have died, and that has allowed the potatoes to set the skin, which means that we'll be able to store them. The harvester is a bit like a sieving process, so it lifts the soil and the potato and then sieves the soil out, and hopefully only potatoes go into the trailers. The trailers are then taken to the farmyard where they're run over another grader to take small potatoes out, or any clods or tops that are still in the sample. And then we actually store all our crop. We put it into boxes or big sheds, and we control the air and the temperature within these sheds to maintain the potato in the right condition, so that hopefully when we take it out over the next 6 to 8 months, it will still produce a nice chip for the chip shop owner. This is the sort of average size of a potato that we'll get out of the ground at the moment. We don't want them the size of footballs. We try and maximise the number of potatoes that we have to a root, so we will be getting between 12 and 18 of these to each one that we sowed in April. So yep, size is good, and as you can see, quality is good, and well, they're coming out of the ground nice and clean.